This is Kendra. Welcome to the replay. Hi, Mom. Just coming to show you my setup for the make and take tonight. So let me get on this side of the room so you can see it better. And then I'll take you around. We have a couple extra tables. I'm glad you're here. Okay, here we have the giveaway, and this is what the giveaway is. Okay, and it'll all go in that bag. And there's my donation jar way in the corner, so it doesn't feel like, give me money. There's thieves, a little bit about thieves. Now I didn't bring all my products because that can be too overwhelming. These are tear sheets, the tear sheets I was telling you about, which by the way, this is the iPad I was telling you about if you watched the earlier scope. If you want to share this, thank you so much, Q31, for sharing. Swipe left to right, top to bottom. If you want to follow me, click the cross, or the plus sign, I guess it would be called. Some Thieves Laundry soap, and if you tap the screen for hearts, that means you're like, this is so cool. So just tap, tap, tap. When I watch Periscopes, I tap away, especially if it's somebody I know. Product guides, okay, and there's my calendar just in case. Over here we have all the essential oils out, and instead of putting them all together, what I've done is, well, let me take you on this side. Feel free to take notes. See that? Just says, please return any unused paper. And they can read these things and take notes, y'all. This is a good idea. Took me a while to figure this out. Here's some brochures, because I can't be all over the room. I'm by myself. My husband's helping me, but for questions and stuff, I can't be everywhere. So, free gift if they sign up today. Maybe somebody will feel like signing up today. And then whatever's left of the premium starter kit I have out over there. The diffuser's going with purification. Is it still hot outside? And then we have business cards. And then again, around the table with all the oils. Just simple graphics. These are report covers, and I've cut off the holes. These are not laminated. These were report covers I had. Even my printer didn't print that great, but it's okay. I'm cheap, y'all. Here's our refreshment table. Very simple. Only thing I made was the peppermint brownies. I haven't even tried them. Thank you. Then we have our make and take. We have separated them into 3 tables. Simple. Recipe on each table. Again, report covers. Print it off my computer. Boom. Need I say more? Labels. Those are labels you can get at Walmart. They're very inexpensive. This table is making the no rinse foaming hand cleaner, and it's these little bottles that you can carry in your purse. You can judge by, I have a small hand, so that's a nice small bottle. I think it's like 2 ounces. And then over here we have the Just Hairspray in quotation marks. If you look at the ingredients, you can see what it does. It has tea tree, rosemary in Melrose, and what am I forgetting? Tea tree, rosemary, and something else. Cedarwood, I think. Where'd I get the foamers? Rats. Where'd I get them? Amazon. Usually I buy stuff from all over. That's why I had to think for a minute. But I got them off Amazon. And these glasses got off Amazon because the distilled water calls for, what is it? Well, just distilled water on this one, but the other one, the foaming hand soap, calls for like 2 ounces. And for people like me who come in and are like, I need to be able to precisely measure, they can precisely measure. And here is that bottle. Carry it around in your purse. You're welcome. And then over here, you don't need scissors out. Put those in my pockets. All right, over here, there it is. We have the bath salts. Y'all, that's it. Look at that. Epsom salt, 3 drops of lavender. And the reason you can have such a small amount, okay, I made this a week ago. You can use a teaspoon of this in your bath. And if I smell this bag, which I wish you could smell, if you smelled it, smell it, see? It smells really, it's really good. And I've put, it's really strong, I mean. And so what I put here was pour it into the bag, seal it, and let it set overnight. It's going to soak it all up. So even if they didn't get it all stirred together in this little bowl, all that salt's going to have a nice smell of lavender. So there you have it. It's very simple, very inexpensive. A lot of this stuff I already had, including the husband. Okay, and this is a community center that we can rent if we give them a check for $100, and as long as we don't do any damage, we get the check back. So I get to rent this for free. Hopefully there will be no damage done. Well, you know, I usually go by about half a cup, 3 drops, because if you don't use your salts, your bath salts right away, this one only has 3 drops, okay? And a little trick I'm going to tell you, something else I learned in school. Where's my lavender? Okay, this is a 15 milliliter bottle of lavender. Okay, yeah. 15 milliliter bottles hold anywhere from 300 to 350 drops. So if you wanted to get your calculator out, you could figure out how many bath salts can I get out of this. I'm really just kind of planning for 30 people. You know, I have a little bit of extra, but I'm not quite sure. This is my first time doing a make and take in this area, and I usually do them at someone's home, but I don't know anyone. Well, I know some people in this town, but not a lot. Not enough to go, hey, I'm new. Hey, you want to hold a make and take? On the bottle, another little thing I did was that thingy there, I actually sprayed some out because I was testing it. Do not go above that. It will not work. Okay? So that's what I put on the bottle. Hopefully they'll see that. We hope. And then just, goodness, I mean, look at this thing. This is 16 ounces. And it only calls for a teaspoon. It's unscented. 1 teaspoon, y'all. And then let's see how many drops of these. 5 drops of these. These are really inexpensive. I always try to find make and takes that are expensive enough to where it's like, oh, you know, I'm going to use that, or I think about what I would use. And that's what we make. I'm going to take a bath, so, or my kids are, this is a back to school theme. So the theme is, the point of this is to relax them so they'll go to sleep. And then so that they only come home with just hair in their hair, and so that they have nice clean hands, okay? So just, you could do one thing. If you're doing a class, I recommend just doing one thing and then teaching your class. Well, usually I do it the other way around. So that's everything. I'm a little bit nervous because, again, it's a new town. Thank you. Next month, depending on how this goes tonight, so I'm not going to be telling anybody this, but hopefully this goes well. And if it does, next month we're going to do a fall theme. And that'll be easy to decorate with. I have like paper leaves. Oh, did you see this? In case you didn't see the earlier Periscope, y'all, this is packing paper. You could get paper at online, and you're going to spend a lot of money. Like for a big rind of paper, go to Lowe's. You can get it so much cheaper. I actually got mine for free because when we get packed up and moved, which is like every few years, they fold this paper and put it on the bottom of the box. Yes, I will. I do know what I'm doing, don't I? But here's to making new friends. Pray for me. I'm going to be praying. And hey, if you're doing a make and take, let me see. We can all get ideas from each other. That's enough for me. Have a good night.